The Last of Us Part 2. Grounded Permadeath Tutorial. Introduction. Hi, I'm Kayla Carr, a grounded permadeath challenge runner for The Last of Us Part 2. I currently have completions in the levels below grounded, and I'm working towards a grounded completion. I wanted to make this video for 3 reasons. First, I wanted to have a reference of all the strategies I used throughout the game. There are so many different encounters that being able to look back on what I need is actually really helpful and refreshing. Second, I am using this as a personal motivator to improve and get that whole game completion I am desperate for. I know one day I'll have it, and being able to look back on these strats and make the videos for them is only incentive to do better and better. And lastly, I wanted to share both old and new strategies with the Last of Us community at large. There is so much out there, so many good resources, and while I use most of what people refer to already, I think I have more to contribute by little adjustments and tweaks and things I've made, as well as some hidden gems that people don't know about. So yeah, that's it from me about who I am and what I do. Right now, let's talk about grounded permadeath and the rules. Rules and settings. First, you want to show the difficulty and which permadeath setting you have it on. Next, we're going to show the controls. You need to make sure listen mode is off, as well as lock on aim. You do not need to show DualSense. I am merely doing it just because I felt like going through all the settings. Next up is HUD. So you want to make sure that awareness indicators are off. No need for subtitles. I'm just showing them to show them. Display is the same. Audio is the same. Language is the same. Here in accessibility, things are going to matter a little more. You want lock on aim off. Under magnification and visual aids, you want to make sure high contrast display is off. Motion sickness is fine. Persistent center dot is fine. Navigation, all off. Infinite breath, skip puzzle, off. This is just screen reader. And combat accessibility, all off. Now we're going to go into extras and check gameplay modifiers. At least for the tournaments I've been in, they should all be off. So that's what I'm showing you now. And lastly, we're going to load our save file and show the time and date that we are accessing it. You can have multiple sittings, but you can't practice in between them. How I play. Okay, let's talk about how I play the game. Now, there are a lot of strategies, a lot of variations out there, which there are helpful YouTube tutorial videos on. Feel free to reference anyone you'd like. There's so many. But my specific videos won't be referencing too many different strategies or like comparing a speed strat versus, the slower, safer method. In general, you will mostly see me playing how I play the game in order to get a completion. So, there are a good number of strats that I say you gotta risk it to get the biscuit. I speed right through, and that's because I'm comfortable doing it. There are other strats that I take ridiculously slowly because I just want to be sure I don't die. With that said, if you do find interest in what I'm doing, feel free to ask questions why I do what I do. I'll do my best to explain in the video, but I might not get everything in there. But where I can provide alternatives and fun things that people don't know about, I totally will. Otherwise, just do a quick, YouTube search for, grounded permadeath tutorial, and I'm sure you'll find other strategies out there that, work for you. What I do works for me, and that's what I'm going to keep on doing. There's another note I wanted to make, and that is that I loot everything. Just about anything and everything you can come across in this game, I pick up. I want to be on top of crafting things. I want to have the max amount of resources, pills, parts to get me through the game the way I want to play. So, while my videos won't go over loot directly, in order to play the way I play, I will be sure to include what upgrades I have at which point, how many minimum, I don't know, trap mines, stun bombs, mollies you might need for a certain chapter or encounter. Things that will point you in the direction of, okay, if I like this strategy, here's what I have to be prepared to do and make in order to succeed. So, with that said, don't expect to see me looting too much unless it's part of a short in-between encounters kind of thing. But do know that I will be listing all of the different upgrades, loot, etc. that I go through in order to get through these encounters. The Last of Us community. The last thing I want to touch on is the community. The Last of Us Part 2 Twitch community, the challenge run community, has been amazing. I would not be where I am today making a tutorial video of all things, even though I don't even have a completion yet, if it weren't for this community. They have pushed me hard, to get where I am, inspired me to continue further, and there's no limit to what you can learn through everyone that's in this community. So that's just, the simplest and shortest little thank you I can say. Yeah, go community, go The Last of Us Part 2. Conclusion. So yeah, that's just about everything, from who I am, what to expect, how I play, the community, the rules in general, everything like that. It's all in this video, and coming up is the playlist of every single chapter that you'll go through in order to get a completion. That said, feel free to follow me at, right there, Twitch. My name is Killikar. It's also my YouTube channel, so you've probably found me if you're watching this. I stream my completion attempts and try to go live a couple times a week. Right now, I'm in the middle of an attempt, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it's a completion because I really want one, but it's okay if it's not. Well, thank you so much, and I hope you catch my other videos soon. Bye. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.